So just a big disclaimer, this is a big list. Interestingly enough, I totaled up everything on here, and without the last item, it was $818. With the last item, it's $1,300 and change. Yeah, this isn't gonna really happen. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today is going to be a video all about my Sephora wish list for the VIB sale. Now, I don't know exactly when this sale is going to take place, but it is roughly the beginning of November sometime. But I thought I would go ahead and share the things. It is a wish list, so these are things that I'm really interested in, and just we'll see what I end up buying, because that is not my budget. So I'm going to just cut to the chase and go right into palettes, because there are so many great palettes that have come out this fall that I am super interested in. And I would say probably the number one item on my list, if I can get it during the sale, would be the Marc Jacobs 20 pan eyeshadow palette. It's called About Last Night Style Icon number 20 eyeshadow palette, and it is $99. So I missed out on the one from last holiday. It was all gone by the time of the VIB Rouge sale, and yes, I was very bitter. And I kind of have a new attitude about it for this year. I do want it, but I'm not going to pay full price for it. So if it's still available during the sale, I will probably pick that up. One of the other great palettes that is on my list is the new Kat Von D palette, and it is called the Metal Matte Eyeshadow Palette. People are going insane for this. They're raving about it. It looks fantastic, and it is such a nice change from all the neutral palettes that are out there right now, and just something a little bit different. And I really love the Kat Von D brand. This palette is $60, and I believe it's huge, like literally huge. So if that's available, that's something else I'm considering. There's also a new palette out from Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Master Palette by MERCIER, which is getting tremendous reviews. It looks really gorgeous. I don't have a lot of her eyeshadows. I did recently pick up a couple of singles and put them into a little palette. They're fantastic. So I want this even more, but again, this is the kind of thing where if it's still available, probably. And the last item, which is pretty low on the list of my palette priorities, it's the new Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. And the reason why it's low on my list is it's not limited edition, so it'll be around for a spring sale or to pick up at a later time. And Kate has already purchased this, so I know I'll be able to play around with it a little bit without actually having to purchase it, which is always a bonus when you have someone that you feel comfortable sharing product with. So moving on to some foundations. Well, actually there's only one foundation on my list. The new Urban Decay All Nighter Liquid Foundation, which is $40. This is something that I'm really anxious to try, especially for my combination to oily skin. It's supposed to be really good for people who have that kind of a complexion. And then I have a bunch of lip products, and I know I just picked up 2 lip kits, which I shared with you in the Sephora haul I recently did, the Bite Beauty kit and the Marc Jacobs kit. But there are a couple other things that are products that I really like, that I want to maybe pick up a new shade in. One is from YSL. It's the Rouge Pour Couture lipstick in the matte, in that gorgeous gold packaging. I have it in 207, which is just really a beautiful summer shade, and I'm thinking about picking up another shade in this because I absolutely adore it. And then YSL also has a new lip stain out. It's called the Vinyl Cream Lip Stain, and this is supposed to be new and improved over their older lip stains, which have packaging like this, which I quite love. These, the new ones are all black, same square packaging. I've tried to purchase one shade in particular, and it is continually sold out, and I think it's number 407. So I don't know. Again, those are 2 items that will still be around, but they're hovering on the list. So then Kat Von D is also offering a great set of minis with her liquid lipstick range in it, and there are, looks like 8 shades in there. This is on my list. The kit is $49. I do already have 2 of the shades in there, so now I'm like, do I want it? Do I not want it? You know, maybe I'll get it and split it with Kate. I don't know. It's a consideration. And then I have a couple of the fresh lip kits on my list because I think they make awesome gifts. I have one in particular that I'm considering for someone on my Christmas list, or one, a bigger one that maybe I'll break up and give to individuals. One is a set of 3 that's $29, and the other one is a set of, it's like 7, which is $59. These are awesome. I love them, and they make fabulous gifts. So that is also on the list. Next up is one of the Sephora favorites, like collection boxes that usually has, you know, about 8 to 10 items in it. It's a great way to try a bunch of different brands, and these are all things that are pretty hot and trending right now. This one is called Trending Beauty's Most Coveted, and it has some lip products in it, some skincare, some face products. This is $75. I find that this is generally a really good buy, and I always look at these and consider them either for myself or as a gift because they make awesome gifts to you or a friend. The next item up is something that I really love. It would be a repurchase for me. You know, there's 2 schools of thought with this sale, and that is to buy all new stuff or buy all high-end stuff, or to restock some of your favorite products. And I don't have a lot of things on here that I want to like restock. They're more items that I like the formula and I maybe would buy another shade. But this particular item is something that I would restock, and it's from Hourglass, and it's the really skinny mechanical liner. It's the 1.5 millimeter mechanical gel eyeliner. It's perfect for tight lining your eyes. If you are a tight liner, you ought to try this out. They sell it in a single pack, which is a great way to try it, or a 3-pack, which is a better value. So I'm on the last one of the last 3-pack that I bought, so I'm pretty certain I'm going to go ahead and pick this up again. Then I have a couple powders from Laura Mercier. These have been on my list. I have been stocking them at the store. Haven't actually purchased them. One is the Secret Brightening Powder, which everybody raves about it, and so I'm seriously considering diving into that. The other thing is something newer to me, which is the Matte Radiance Baked Powder Compact. And I'm really this is pretty high on my list. I have touched this probably half a dozen times going into that store. And this is like a matte highlighter. I said that to Kate this morning and she was like, that doesn't make any sense, a matte highlighter. But it is more like a brightening highlight powder. I think this is going to be awesome, especially for women who have a little bit of texture to their face, who maybe have some enlarged pores or beginning to show some wrinkling around the eyes, and you don't want to emphasize that with so much of a shine. I think a shine really emphasizes pores and lines, and I think this is a softer look. Plus, this girl's opinion is that highlighting is going to get a little bit softer. I think the market is so overexposed, overflooded with all this glitter, high shine highlighters. They're everywhere. I'm kind of sick of looking at them. And usually that is an indication that something's peaking and it's going to kind of come back down to a normal range. And I think this is going to be great. So I'm going to finish up with a couple of fragrances. I think if you are really into fragrance and buying the full-size bottles of fragrance, to get 20% off a bottle of fragrance that's $100 is a phenomenal buy. I'm more of a rollerball kind of gal, or to buy it in smaller amounts, because then if I change my mind, I have a better chance of using it up before I get tired of it and move on to something else. So there are a couple ones that I really love. I love Flowerbomb by VIKTOR and ROLF, so I might repurchase another rollerball of that. The Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black is beautiful. The Elizabeth and James Nirvana Rose is a new fragrance within that line, so I'm interested in at least testing that and smelling it. And then probably my to die for fragrance right now is from YSL, and it's the Black Opium. So they have like kind of a larger travel spray that's $40. I'm thinking about picking that up. So that's the core stuff of what I'm looking at. You'll notice there aren't any of these holiday sets on my list because I'm kind of over them. I think they're just not as good as the core products from the brand in general. And I don't think they're really geared towards my demographic. I think they're geared towards a younger demographic. That's just my opinion. But everything I've seen, people previewing them, there's a lot of hit and miss within the brands, particularly with Tarte and Too Faced. I think they are just oversaturating the market with so many different options. I don't know. Maybe it works for them. But I'm just not interested in those. So I'm sticking to some other products, as I've mentioned. The last item on my list is a tool. It is $495. Yeah, I don't know. This would be a big stretch for me. But it is from Tria, and it's the age-defying laser. It gets really pretty good reviews. Maybe. That's a definite maybe, right? Oh dear. So that kind of wraps up my list of items from Sephora. They're my wish list. I'm certainly not going to spend, what did I say, $1,300 on all of these items. That is not my budget. So we'll see what I end up with. I will definitely share with you once I make that purchase. So I'd like to know if you've picked up any of these things already and what your opinion is of them. So maybe you can help me decide, are they worth it? Are these things that I should get? Or are they definitely a pass? So I would love to get that feedback from you. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you real soon in my next video. Take care. Bye.